Hi everyone, it's Polly from Beaten Jeans, and I am bringing you today step 3 of my 3-step belly body process. Today is going to be step 3 part 1. We will be picking out a design and drawing it onto our cast. I went down into my basement and grabbed my cast of my breast. I chose to do my breast. You guys may or may not know that I was scheduled to have a mastectomy last April, and I ended up getting a horrible case of bronchitis and had to cancel my surgery. But in any case, here is my casting. I do still plan on having a mastectomy. However, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know this, but the last time I visited the NIH, they did find some cancer cells in my stomach, so the mastectomy is on the back burner for me for now, because I may have to have my stomach removed. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the picking out of a design. I think it's important for me to show you some other pieces that I've done in the past. If this is your first time tiling or mosaicing a belly cast, I suggest you start off with a design such as this, something very simple. Here I used big chunky tile pieces and mirror. You can see that the pieces are spaced out. They are not very close together, and the designs are not exact. Again, here is a derriere, and I also use tile pieces here and mirror. The pieces are again very chunky and spaced out, so you don't have to be so precise. It would be really good for you to start with something like this before moving on to using the stained glass. As you can see here with the stained glass, the pieces are so close together and very precise. Each piece is cut individually and placed precisely according to the design you have drawn out. Whereas with the tile, I just used a hammer to break up the tile in the mirror, and again, they were not placed as accurately. But looking closely here, you can see the precision with the placement of the stained glass. Just makes for a more detail-oriented piece, and when you have a lot of color like this, it just really makes it pop and make a statement. It's such a beautiful, timeless piece of art, and I just love it. Here is another example with the stained glass. As you can see, the detail and the precision here. I wanted to show you how I made the bow kind of pop, kind of give it that 3D look. I just used a thicker grout line where I wanted that darker shadow. I left the grout space just a little bigger there. So in making your designs, if you have something that you want that look, that is how you do that. And then last but not least, I wanted to show you these two other designs of these baby bums. You can see the colors and the detail. With the baby bums, you do have to make your pieces a lot smaller, so there's a lot more attention to detail here. I love this little sunflower here on my daughter's bum. It's so cute. I wanted to show you this baby bum that I pulled out of the box from the garage. It's my sister's little girl when she was just like a month old. Isn't it so cute? This is going to be pretty challenging to tile, but it'll be really fun. You may already have an idea for the design that you want to put on your cast, but if you are struggling with that, a lot of times I like to jump on to the internet. My favorite place to find inspiration is Pinterest. When I open my Pinterest, I have a specific board for my belly bodies. When I open it up, you will see I have a lot of images that are stained glass. I just searched modern stained glass, and then you'll see some art that's kind of modern. I just searched modern art. I really, really like this piece over here to the left. I'm thinking maybe for my breasts, I will use something like that. Just one flower over each nipple and really add a lot of color into the piece. I think it'll be beautiful. I've been wanting to do a tree of life on a belly bump for a while now. I just think the symbolism of life and new growth would be perfect for a baby bump. But again, you can just scroll down through here by searching modern stained glass. Like I said, these are just some that I was drawn to. Take some time to find something that's speaking to you and that you feel like you are going to want to work on for a long period of time, because it does take a long time to make one of these belly casts. So now that you have your design in mind, let's go on over to the drawing board and we will draw it onto our cast. For this part of the process, you need to have chosen your artwork that you want to put on your cast, and I had a really hard time. I was initially going to do more of a flowery, colorful piece on my breast, but I've decided to go with something a little more simple, and I've chosen a dragon. So I'm gonna do a black dragon with a very muted background, and I think it's gonna be awesome. So what you're gonna need is your art and a sharp pencil and your piece, and we'll go ahead and get started sketching that on. I finally finished my sketch. It took me a couple of hours to do it. It's pretty messy. I had to erase it several times. I just want you to know that that's okay. You just want your end design to be the way you want it. I'm probably gonna have to go in here and clean up some of this stuff that I didn't get erased off, so that when it's time to lay my tiles, I have clean lines. But I'm gonna let it dry because it's pretty wet from erasing it with a wet towel. But I'm pretty happy with it. That concludes step 3, part 1. So the next part, we will begin gathering up our tile or stained glass, and I will show you how I organize mine and the tools that you will need to cut your glass, and the glue you'll need. So stay tuned for step 3, part 2. If you guys haven't already subscribed, you should do so, and hit that notification bell so when step 2 does come out, you're alerted. If you would like to purchase my instructional PDF, I will leave a link in the description box below where you could do so. Thanks for watching, guys.